And a couple years in, we finally realized just how on the edge of poverty we really were, or on the edge of bankruptcy we really were.
Our guest today is Amanda Neely on CallumConnects Micro-Podcast. Amanda has started multiple businesses and non-profits over the last decade. Her current endeavor is Grandma's Wealth Wisdom, where she helps business owners break through to a smart, stable financial future.
A hurdle that I've faced as an entrepreneur, while there have been many of them, the number one has been what to do with the money, how to manage the cash flow, how to make sure the business is profitable, all of those couple things, right? Huge deal. I remember that being the hardest part of the business plan process. I had a beautiful, mission and vision and goals and stuff, but the financial projections were definitely the hardest part. But really, it was a couple years after we started our first business. It was a locally owned independent coffee shop. My husband and I were the owners, managers, we were in the thick of it. And a couple years in, we finally realized just how on the edge of poverty we really were, or on the edge of bankruptcy we really were. And it took, actually, before I tell you kind of where we went from there, the biggest thing was that the financial strain that we realized we were in at that point also put a strain on our relationship, put a strain on our ability to work with our employees. It impacted everything. So when we finally decided, okay, this is the problem, we got to do something. We got to know our numbers. We got to pay ourselves better. We got to have a truly profitable business. And that sent us on such a different trajectory. It took us years to really learn. And then, we cut expenses, we tried to increase profits, we paid attention more, and we were paying our bills, right? We were never late on our rent. We were never late on payroll. We were getting out of the business debt, those kind of things. And then we were 3 years later, 5 years into the business, we sat down with one of our mentors and we're like, we made it. We're profitable. We're paying all our bills. Aren't you so proud of us? And he said something to us I'll never forget. He said, yeah, but are you paying yourselves what you're really worth? And as you can imagine, there was complete and utter silence. It was like a punch in the gut. We're like, well, no, but we're having fun. And that was kind of the point. We needed to still pay ourselves because sure, we could have fun for 5 years, right? But over 20, 30, 40 years, right? We couldn't live that way forever. And if we were ever going to not be able to work in the business for some reason, we had to figure that out. And sure enough, a couple years later, we had gotten to the point where we were paying ourselves at least, basic living expenses. But then we discovered we were going to be welcoming a little boy into this world. Our son, he's now 3. So this is about 3 to 4 years ago when we found out, right? And that really, we're like, actually, we need to pay ourselves better. And it's just been a complete journey of learning. And we learn constantly new things about what to do with the money in our business. And a resource that I would share that's been super instrumental for us is called Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. It's a book. And we actually became Profit First professionals so that we could share the awesome things from his book with people and, from more of not just our own experience, but also the training and stuff that they provide. So Grandma's Wealth Wisdom, right, is all about helping individuals personally with their finances, but we love working with business owners because we can help them with that journey and overcoming that big hurdle in their own lives too. So I hope you found this helpful. It's totally worth it, and best of luck.
If you have enjoyed today's show or got any value from today or previous episodes of Callum Connects, do please subscribe and leave a review. It means the world to our guests to be able to see when their sharing has led to your learning.